Welcome back to Fighter Mode. On this channel, we cover boxing as well as the UFC. Yes, and today we're going to be talking about the Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis fight. This was a great bout. This is one of the best fights of the year, in my opinion, because it ended the year off well, and it showed that boxing is still alive. The way Devin Haney fights, has the man is on the road to being the face of boxing. He's moving like a young Floyd. What I want to point out is his footwork. Um, Floyd, he always had good footwork. He always was very agile. So when you look at Devin Haney, he resembles a young Floyd because of his agility, his ability to adapt. He's always moving. He always has that step back. He's always countering. He's a good counter puncher. So he always has a game plan when he goes into the ring. So that's why I say boxing is still alive, because when you see fighters moving like that and fighting like that, you know that there's potential. Boxing is more than just punching. It's more than just standing in the middle of the ring. It's strategy. There's uh, technicalities. No, there's technical. Um, uh, there's IQ. You have to be able to read your opponent, their mannerisms, anything from watching what they do in previous fights and what they do, how they react to feints. What they like to throw. Are they orthodox? Are they left-handed? Do they like to? What type of fighter are they? Are they a brawler? Are they a boxer? Or do they use the jab a lot? These are a lot of things that you need to be able to do when you're in that boxing ring at this level. And Devin Haney has shown time and time again that he's ready to go to the next level. He's undisputed at 135. He moved up, and his first fight in 140, he took the belt. So the man is serious. This is not a game. This is not a game. So big shouts out to Devin Haney. Big shouts out to Bill Haney, because I know they work hard. I know they put in the work, the hours, and the brainstorm and the mind power, and they are very good businessmen. I definitely salute them. And that's why I say this is a good thing for boxing, because you look at the entirety of it, it's giving hope to people. You don't want to think like, okay, Floyd Mayweather left a legacy and then it's all over. No, boxing is still alive, to this day. Look at all the great fights that we done had in 2023. It was a tremendous year for boxing. We had some of the biggest fights. Um, I'm going to I'm going to cover. I just started this channel, but I'm going to cover previous fights as well to give a little breakdown on what happened in those fights. So if you take a look at this fight, basically, um, feel free to go check out the highlights. Feel free, or if you're somebody that was able to see it from pay per view, you can remember what I'm talking about. You can see what I'm saying when I say Devin Haney is very fluid. He's very agile. He's light on his feet. He uses the whole ring. If you see right there, he uses distance. Footwork is a great weapon when it comes to boxing. It's not all about punching power. They always say Devin Haney is not the biggest puncher, but he's a boxer. He's good at boxing. He knows what to do. He knows where to move. So you can always have an advantage if you have that ring IQ over the brawler, over the big puncher, because moving in a direction and you're keeping distance, you're feinting, you're countering, and you're controlling the distance with your jab, you know? So it's all about boxing is a point system. See, that's why I say Floyd, he really he really took boxing to the next level because he understood that it's a point system. He gonna take that round. He will bait you. He will um, he will cause you to walk in the shots, you know, and use his agility against his opponent, and it's just really beautiful. It's called the art of boxing. So when you look at those type of fights, these are the type of fights that I prefer. The fights that go the distance, the fights that go 12 rounds, and it's so much finesse, it's so much skill being shown, and there's so much effort being put out by the fighters. You know, those are the type of fights. Some people, they don't know about boxing, they don't know much, and they say, "Oh, they're not punching. Oh, this is boring." No, it's more to boxing than just punching. It's so many steps that go into. These people are training months and months for one fight. You know, so it's so much that goes into it. They have nutritionists, they have all type of people on their team, coaches, and just to prepare to get in that ring that one night. So a lot of people they just look at it, oh, I just want to see somebody get punched. It's way more than that to boxing. That's why I appreciate when I see a fight like this, because this is showing people that if you put in the effort and you willing to learn, you can you can do things, you can do anything you put your mind to. Basically, you know, you get in that ring and you just moving. He probably looked up to Floyd when he was young. He said, "Floyd, I want to be like you." And now fast forward, he undefeated, undisputed, in one in weight class, moved up like Floyd. He moving like Floyd, he boxing like Floyd, you know? Always believe that you can do whatever you put your mind to, and that's what it's all about, you know. Big shouts out to Devin Haney, and shouts out to everybody else that's coming up. We're gonna cover a lot of big fights, previous fights of this year, and other big fights. I have a lot of content coming up. Stay tuned. I have a lot of content coming up. I want to break down a lot of the matches that happen, a lot of the matches that should happen, and I want to break down what happened in certain fights that were controversial, because I'm looking at it from my perspective because I know a little bit about it. So I'm going to give my perspective on what happened. So in this fight, I felt like Regis did all right, but I felt like he was overly committing sometimes. He got knocked down, which was the result of him standing in one spot. He was kind of followed. Instead of cutting the ring off, he was not able to do that. Devin Haney is very difficult. He's very quick on his feet, and he's a very good counter puncher, and he keeps the distance. So Regis was not able to cut off the ring. So basically, I believe that Devin Haney threw a jab and caused him. Oh no, he was acting like he was going to the body. Then Regis, flat foot, stood in one spot, and Devin Haney came over the top with the right hand and knocked him down. That's the thing. It's that step back. You notice a lot of fighters do that little step back. Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Dimitri Bivol, Terrence Crawford, Floyd Mayweather. It's a lot of fighters that do that little step back. So it's a lot of things people can work on, but Regis did all right. He did pretty good, and I just want to commend both of them. They both champions. They both are very good fighters. But we got to salute the man of the day, Big Bad Devin Haney. I want to see more coming soon. But yeah, man, stay tuned, man. Like, comment, subscribe.